Hey, what's up everyone? I miss you a lot, and thank you for everyone who have reached out to me. Knowing that some of the videos I made have had an impact in your life, that means a lot to me, and that is one of the big inspirations to keep me making videos for you. I know I owe you a life update, so instead of doing it all in one big video, I'm just gonna do it over a series of videos. Now, I recently gave a talk about personal finance in a company I'm working at, Eucalyptus, and the reception was great, so I really want to share this talk with you. The goal of the talk was very simple. It's about getting you really excited about personal finance and why majority of us actually suck when we first start our personal finance journey. As usual, you're grown. So nothing I say in this video is financial advice or recommendation to do anything. Before I start, I want to take a moment and ask you, when we talk about personal finance, what do you think about? Let me know in the comment section below. My answer is ready in the comments. So if you were to Google personal finance, the content that you'll find is probably not too far away from the Wikipedia definition, which is basically a bunch of large words strung together that's probably not very helpful. On top of that, it doesn't really help that some countries like to intervene with freedom of speech so that the information that we get is so convoluted that we need to rely on professionals to manage our money. Now don't get me wrong, some of the professionals are really good, I just wish I could afford it. Regardless, I think a big reason why some of us, or most of us, suck at sticking to budgets, save, and take into account various financial risk and future life events is because of our understanding of what personal finance is. The way that institutions describe what personal finance is a set of activities. It doesn't really address the aspirational or the psychological element of it, which frankly, I think is the differentiating factor between someone who is good at accumulating wealth or good at personal finance, if you will, to someone who is not. And the way that I understand personal finance, or the way that I define it, is what are you doing today to create your financial identity tomorrow? Financial identity is referring to who do you need to become to reach your financial goals. And based on your financial identity, you have a set of behaviors that reinforces that identity. And those people who are really good at personal finance, they tend to build systems so that's easier to stick to that set of behaviors. Again, reinforcing your financial identity. Okay, so let me give you an example to make this more tangible. If you are a professional athlete, then it's very likely you wake up really early in the morning, you train 2 to 3 times a day, and you're very careful with what you eat. You focus on getting the best recovery possible, sleeping better, cryo chambers, because that's what a professional athlete would do, right? In personal finance, I don't think it's that different. If my goal is to be financially independent when I'm 35, which really means that my first financial milestone is to have about $1 million in my account, so then the person I'll need to become to reach that financial milestone will likely be spending less than I make so that I can invest regularly, continue to invest in my ability to generate more income so that I can invest more, and learn about taxes so that I can keep more of what I earn so that I can invest more. Then if I am really good, then I'll build systems to make those behaviors easier to stick to, reinforcing my financial identity. Now, if you allow me to paint the picture a bit better for you, our government estimates that the lump sum required to retire is about $640,000 a couple, assuming a partial age pension. But because majority of us watching this video is quite early in our investing journey, so if you just invest regularly, say $2,000 a month, at a measly 5% return for the next 30 years, so basically assuming that the stock market sucks, my portfolio could be worth $1.7 million. Yes, past performance is not indicative for what will be happening in the future, and general past performance of the stock market is about 9 to 10% per year over a longer term basis. But for argument's sake, let's just say that the stock market sucks for the next 20 or 30 years. And even at 5% return, we could have more money than we need to have a comfortable lifestyle. What I'm ultimately trying to say is that the reason why some of us suck at personal finance in the beginning is that we believed it's all about managing your money well. And I don't believe that is the case. I believe that in order to do well at accumulating wealth or whatever your financial goal is, it's about deciding who you need to become to reach your financial goals. That, in my opinion, is the key to success. I would love to know what you think about that concept in the comment section below. But in my next video, I'm going to share part 2 of my talk, where I talk about how I try to suck less at personal finance and my journey in becoming financially independent when I'm 35. Until next time, my name is David. Otto will always do the honors, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon.